the book of Acts, as the title says, the latter part of Acts 2 and 4. All right, so let me give it 10 more seconds. All right, before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim, Aqua, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be another video through the Spirit. All right, I actually read through recently. You know, I'm rereading the book of Acts, and two chapters that always stood out to me in the earlier parts is the second book and the fourth book, and specifically like the last 5 verses. And we're about to go through a little, you know, a time period like that, y'all, where we, you know, because when Jacob's trouble kicks off, you know, we don't know where we're going to be. You know, that's without a doubt. And Lord willing, if we are around one another, the Lord blesses us with the ability to help one another. All right, before this economy goes, you know, we're going to see what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, you know, right before shit collapses, you know, we might have 12 good hours to... And I'm talking about the economy, of course, all right? We might have 12 good hours to go out and hit Walmart and do whatever the hell you need to do, all right? And so with our shekels, you know, the camps, we have our treasuries, you know, everybody sends their tithes up to the apostles, of course. But when this transfer comes and we get kicked out of this system, because Lord willing, we all resist the beast, y'all, you know, we might be shacked up. All right, so, you know, the point of this video, any resources you got, don't be afraid to lose them for the brother. All right, if you get a little bit of extra money in your check, you know, put some of it up. You get an extra bag of rice, put that up. An extra bag of beans. All right, now we don't prep because we understand that prepping isn't going to save us, but we're going to see what happened here in the book of Acts so you can get an understanding. So we're going to come down to the Acts, the second chapter. We'll go to around, this is after the Holy Spirit started hitting everybody, right? So Acts 2 and 41. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized, and the same day there were added unto them about 3,000 souls. And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread, and in prayers. All right, so some of the newly come men who are being converted, it tells you what, that they continued the apostles' doctrine and in fellowship and in breaking bread and in prayer. So they were coming together, communing. All right, it says, and fear came upon every soul, and many wonders and signs were done by the apostles, and all that believed were together and had all things common, and sold their possessions and goods and parted them to all men as every man had need. All right. Hey, when you deal with the Passover, right? If you had one house that had a whole lot of extra meat because they were a bigger household than the little house next to them, you know, they would join together when you read in the Passover, right? So basically, these men, they started coming together. They said, you know what, man, I got this extra horse, I'm gonna sell that. Man, you know what, I got this extra wagon, I'm gonna sell that and put it towards the ministry so everybody can eat, everybody could be warm. All right, it said they had all things common. You have the phrase in the world, sharing is caring, and that's exactly what the brethren was doing. They were sharing everything that they had. All right, verse 45, it says, no, 46, it says, and they continuing daily with one another, with one accord in the temple, and breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart. All right, so they shared everything that they had, and it tells you that they had singleness of heart. So they were single-minded towards who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Lord willing, we're in the same case, y'all. All right, now I don't, you know, we don't know how it's gonna go down, but more than, you know, we might not all have the luxury of being together, but for those of us who are blessed to be around each other, you best believe it's gonna be sharing is caring. So you can't have that. If any of y'all remember that skit from SpongeBob, you know, any of you that's younger. When SpongeBob and Patrick got stranded out in the wilderness, they had a couple bars of chocolate, and everybody ate their bar. But that nigga Patrick started bugging out, and he started. We can't get in that nigga mode, y'all, because you best believe it's gonna get fucking real out here. you best believe it's gonna get real. You know, you gonna get hungry for a little bit. All right, now the elect are gonna eat regardless. See something referring when you're gonna have to share. You might have to share clothes, you might have to share food. All right, that's the mindset you got to get yourself in. We can't be, this isn't you know, the scriptures tell you to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, but showing you amongst the brotherhood, when it's crunch time, we crunch together, not against one another. All right, and I hope that's making sense. All right, the point of this video is to get your minds focused on the fact that we may all have to come together and congregate. All right. 47, it says, praising Yahweh and having favor with all the people, and the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. All right, so now we'll go to the fourth verse, or fourth chapter, Acts the 4th chapter, and it says things very similar. So we'll start at Acts 4:31. And when they had prayed, the place was shaken where they assembled together, and they were all filled with the Holy Spirit, and they spake the word of Yahweh with boldness. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things common. Once again, they were in that sharing is caring spirit. Brother, you cold? Take this jacket. Brother, you hungry? Get you some of this bread. Brother, you hungry? Get you some of this fish. Who needs some shekels? Who needs some boots? All right, that's the time we're coming into, y'all. When this shit collapses, these people gonna cannibalize each other, man. You gonna have a fucking couple eat their newborn children. All right. When you read in the Siege, you read in the Josephus, it tells you the story of that lady who cannibal who ate her own child, man. These people are gonna literally eat each other. They're gonna murder each other, and we can't be in that spirit. We have to be in the spirit of being together, holding it down, sharing everything. It says they had all things common. You can't be in that nigga mode. That's mine, brother. That's mine. Brother, that's my piece of bread. Share, nigga. All right. The Lord said his servants is going to eat. For all you know, when things pop, y'all, we may have literally an unlimited eating resource. Like in the time of Elijah. All right. When I'm going to have to get that. In the time of Elijah, he was with that woman, all right, and the food source kept refunding itself. It was a miracle, all right. So let me read some more of this. Let me get that. So 35, it says, let me see. It says, or houses sold them and brought the prices of the things. Okay, it's 34. Slack at 33, Acts 4:33. And with great power gave the apostles witness of the resurrection of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and great grace was upon them all. Neither was there any among them that lacked. For as many as were possessors of lands or houses sold them and brought the prices of the things that were sold and laid them down at the apostles' feet, and distribution was made unto every man according as he had need. And that's another thing for brothers that are blessed to have, you know, a decent little gig, you making a decent amount of money. You best believe it's going to be on you. You're going to have to help out a little bit more, and you're going to have to be fucking okay with that. You're going to have to be okay with that. The Lord not letting you make $100,000 a year so you can take your wife on vacation 7 times out the year. All right. So you can take your kids to Six Flags every 2 months. All right. The Lord ain't got you in a 5-bedroom house so you can live in that bitch all by yourself. There may come a time brothers may have to shack up. We may all be on the run. All right. Because we're not, you know, Lord willing, we're not going to deal with this man's mark. So we're going to be annexed from society. We're going to be annexed from the system. And that may require brothers to bunk up, to sell the things that they have in the world that now are useless for more resources for the brotherhood. All right. And if you do so, that is going to be reward unto you. So you have to look at it that way. Giving alms is a reward. All right. Let's see. What does it say that alms do when you read in the book of Tobit? Tobit 4:10, it says, because that alms doth deliver from death, and suffereth not to come into darkness. For alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. So alms help the brother out whom you're giving it to, and yourself, because it's a protection. The Lord may have been getting ready to fucking let you slip and break your kneecap. All right, not kill you, but break your kneecap. But you know, you helped the brother out with some alms. So the Lord said, all right, man, don't break angry at you. And you do something to help a brother out, and it appeases some of that anger a little bit, man. All right. Let me finish this in Acts. It says, so Acts 4:36, and Joseph, who by the apostles was surnamed Barnabas, which is being interpreted the son of consolation, a Levite and of the country of Cyprus, having land, sold it and brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. So he didn't complain. He went and sold his stuff and brought that money for the congregation to do with it what they will. And that's the spirit, that's the times that, you know, we're coming into. Hey, you know, hey, we all got our own lives. You know, we gotta, if you got your family, of course, you gotta take care of your family, take care of yourself. But when it's crunch time out here, y'all, when it's Jacob's trouble, when it's martial law, when these motherfuckers are killing their neighbors, killing their family members, we are all that we have. So we're gonna have to rely on each other, which is why it's good to get used to these things now. If you ain't never helped a brother out monetarily, you should get used to that now. If you ain't never helped a brother, you know, with a ride. Yeah, the elder apostle Rakah here did the video recently, you know, dealing with younger brothers. Hey, sometimes you're gonna have to cancel that pussy. You're gonna have to cancel that gym session. You're gonna have to go cancel that dinner date. You're gonna have to cancel Xbox tonight, and you're gonna have to go help some brothers out. All right. And Lord knows there's been times, hey, there's been times you'll be in the middle of knocking a bitch down, and you get that call. Hey, bro, I need some help. Get up, clean yourself up, and go help the brother. And I'm not bullshitting you. All right. And you're gonna have to be okay with that. Now let's go get this out of let's go get this out of Kings, just as an example how the Lord created an unlimited resource for Elijah and that widow. This looks like 1 Kings 17. And we're gonna start it. So right here, I'll deal with this. 1 Kings 17:6. It says, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. So the Heavenly Father had birds feeding Elijah, had him bringing him food. You know, so how cool is that? All right. So now jumping down, Elijah ends up coming across a widow, and he tells her to go get him a vessel, you know, to drink, right? So we're gonna start at 1 Kings 17, and I'll just start at 13. So now, okay, Elijah sent her to go get it, and she's like, damn, Elijah, we're in the middle of a famine. You know, after we eat it, we gonna starve. But what did Elijah say? It says, and Elijah said unto her, 1 Kings 17:13, and Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail until the day that the Lord rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and she and he and her son did in her house did eat many days, and the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which he spake by Elijah. All right. The Lord may put us in a situation where we have a fucking unlimited food source. All right, that's miraculous. And you have to be willing to share that if you are given something like that. You in a corner. Brothers, hey, bro, what you eating? Nah, away from me, nigga. We can't be in that spirit, man. You over here, everybody, we damn, you know, however deep into Jacob's trouble, you in a corner hunching down, looking, making sure ain't nobody watching. You can't be in that spirit, man. That's not of the Lord. All right, when it gets serious out here, we're gonna have all things common. Very well, man. Hey, if the Lord blesses us to be around, some of us to be around each other, you know, we may be, the whole camp may get to be around each other, or maybe a couple brothers at a time. Either way, you're gonna have to learn how to share, because sharing is caring, goddammit. You know, so that's about it. I just wanted to highlight that. Towards the end of Acts 2 and the end of Acts 4, all right, they sold everything that they had, and the brethren came together. And it tells you that what they made sure that didn't the world. 13 and 35. Verse 34, 13 and 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. All right. So we supposed to show love, especially when it kicks off. These people are gonna fucking rip each other to shreds. You got niggas that's gonna eat their mama. You got niggas that's gonna kill their mother and then eat their mother. All right, we can't be like them. All right, so we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakurash. Give honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings. Salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Say Shalom.